So, really quick, before the video starts, everything you're gonna see at the start of the video is from a few months ago. And then after the clip of the flares on the nav, it's all recent. So if you don't wanna see that stuff at the start, skip ahead a couple minutes, but I think it's some pretty cool videos. But yeah, so start at the start of the year, and then starting from the white AU, recent. So yeah, enjoy. There's a bin out there. Gonna be doing a little upgrade for this thing. Dad's nav. As of now, there's some pretty mean tire poke. Yeah, I got some flares painted up there. They're more slim ones. They don't really look too in your face. So, gonna put those on, which should hopefully make it a bit more under the radar. Got the flares on now. It's a lot better than it was. They're not super wide, which is good. It still keeps like that nice factory look to it, just a little bit more aggressive, but it covers a lot of the tire. Definitely nowhere near as red hot as it was. Looks awesome. I've bought 2 more Falcons. Got a FG XR6. Actually, more than what I thought I was going to get. It has a sunroof, black leather interior, a LSD, ZF 6-speed, and a good running motor. So, happy about that one. And then, the real good car is I got a 1999 AU Falcon Forte. Weapon of a car. I was going to wait to record a video in the daytime showing them both off, but I'm too keen to work on that AU. So I figured I'd show it now. It's a little bit of a little squish in the back, but it is a weapon. It actually runs perfect, which is insane. It's got 409,000 kilometers, and it just loves it. So, this one is a bit of a piss take. It was cheap, so I bought it. Gonna obviously chop the springs. Gonna give the front a little bit of camber. Gonna chuck some spacers on. And I picked up a pair of BF XR6 turbo wheels. Got them cheap, so I need to find another pair to have it all matching. And then get a boot for it, give it a vacuum, and then sell it. Might have a bit of fun in it first before I sell it. See what the AU can deliver. But yeah, this is the result of selling the red one. So that red FG has spawned into another FG and an AU. So yeah, loves it. So done the typical cheap Falcon mods. First off, in case you didn't know, if you want some easy camber for your Falcon, you take off the nuts that hold the threads in for the control arm boxes. If you just want a couple degrees, you can just remove these spacers or washers that sit behind between the box and the chassis. I undid the mounts on the control arm and then flip the boxes upside down. So that should give it a bit more. Gonna see how it looks in a sec. Apologies for my voice, I'm sick right now, so it's a bit scratchy, but I hope you can still understand what I'm saying. Just chuck these on for now, just to like see how it's gonna poke and how much more camber it needs. As I don't have tires fitted up yet for the wheels that are going on this. But yeah, I'll record next when I've got this side on. Springs have been chopped. Turns out you have to lower the front before you can see the camber. So now you can see it. Pretty perfect. That is
no shims, and the box is flipped upside down with 35mm spacers. Haven't given it a wash yet, but I also cut some coils off the rear. It's sitting pretty low now. Doesn't look terrible, but I'll give it a wash, that way it's not covered in mold. All that's left is get a boot, fit the wheels that are actually going to be on it, and then touch up some paint spots. But yeah, not bad. Here's the FG. It's a pretty clean car, apart from the front, but sunroof, it pops and it goes all the way back. Interior, pretty clean, has the premium ICC and the full leather. It's got G6E wheels on it, so that's cool. It has an LSD, but on the tag, it's a factory open, so I don't know if it's another factory LSD that's been put into it, or if it's like an aftermarket one, so I'm keen to find that out. But 6-speed, clean car. So unfortunately, this one is too far gone. It's just the front end damage. This corner got pushed in quite a fair bit, which means it is a stat write-off. So can't go back on the road anyway. Otherwise, I would have, if the front end wasn't pushed in, I would have tried to fix it. Because it's pushed in, it's just going to get parted out. So it's unfortunate that this one can't also be saved. But next time you guys see this car, I'm guessing it'll be completely stripped. And the biggest difference is the roof will be gone. The whole roof will be gone. You'll just see a cut here, here, and here, as the sunroof is worth saving. But the motor runs mint still. So does the gearbox. Gearbox shifts smooth. So figured I'd show you guys just before. This one unfortunately bites the dust. Man, not bad. Then there's the real fucking weapon over there. Yeah. Back to a shell now. Was gonna cut the roof off, but the guy buying it offered to take the whole shell, which saves us a trip to the wreckers or calling someone up. But pretty much everything's out of it that we could be bothered to take. Took the diff out of it, so it's just a cradle sitting in there. But this is gonna get picked up, and then all I've got left is just some parts from it. Just over there, like motor, gearbox, and then some interior parts, and then that's it. This one drove in the garage, or in the shed yesterday, and now it's leaving. So, not a bad turnaround. So, I forgot to roll the guards. And they were unrolled until I went for a drive. Then they kind of rolled the top a little bit, but they're still rubbing. So, just going to quickly tap them back. As you can see, pulled the guard there. But in case you didn't know how to roll your guards for cheap, mini sledge. So, just give it a few taps and it should be good. Just like that, guards are rolled. Definitely, obviously not perfect, but they're rolled and it'll do the job. So, that's it, I'm pretty sure. Now just a boot and that's it. So, AU's all done. In total, the car as it sits now was $1,000 flat. So, pretty happy with it. There's a few things I would still touch up if I had more budget, whatever, but here's how it looks. So, got new boot, new rear bar, painted the Steely silver on the back, got some BF XR6 turbo wheels in the front, and just the cheap shit like cutting springs, giving it camber. But it turned out pretty cool. The interior is still dirty, but chucked on some seat covers that I got from the FG into it to cover up, because there's a hole out right there. But turned out pretty good considering what it is and the budget that I had. So if I was to keep this, it would be the perfect $1,000 drift car. All it needs is just a weldy, and then you can go have fun. But yeah, I'm actually stoked with how it turned out. I touched up a few of the bad paint spots with just some white paint that I had laying in the paint section. Like, it's not perfect. Like, the windshield's still cracked, but it's an AU. Doesn't really get much better than how it is now. But yeah, so you could do the same thing if you just wanted to. Go buy one for cheap. Just either replace a few panels or just touch it up in a bodgy way. Wheels, low, bit of camber, and that's all you need. So, gonna try and sell this one for, I don't know, maybe like 1,700. I think that's fair. Because really, if someone was to buy this, they would then go get the diff welded, and then if they want to, chuck some knuckles in it. They'd be at $2,000, and they can go out to QR and thrash it. So, yeah, not bad. So, as you can tell, I've bought a tire machine. I was sick of paying $120 to get 4 tires fitted. So I made the splash, and I spent a fair bit of money on this one, but now I've never got to leave the house to get tires fitted ever again. I've been practicing on it the past few days, and I'm happy with how quickly I can take them on and off now, so I'll get some videos of me doing that, because I have a fair bit of tires to do up. So I've got a wheel over there, which I'm taking the tire off. Taking the tire off that one, putting them on these two, taking those 2 tires, putting them on that one, and then I think I've got to fit that one to that one. So a bit of messing around, but I will get it done pretty quick. But yeah, we'll show you guys how it goes. Purchase another zinger. This one's pretty funny.
So here's the AU. Looks a lot better when it's wet. As when it's dry. There's a lot of shit paint. I was thinking about maybe giving it a buff, but I feel like buffing it wouldn't be worth it, as you know, some spots would come up good, but then other spots would be, you know, pretty bad. But I'm just gonna do the same thing as the other one. Just chop the springs, give the front camber, chuck some wheels on it, and then I'm just gonna tidy up a few little things. Like, it's missing some weird shit. Like, it's missing the light switch and the boot and the fuel flap release. So that's great. But yeah, I mean, since I showed how you do that all on the other AU, I'll just cut to when it's done. So here it is, all done. So starting off, XR6 turbo wheels off a BF. The car does have some slotted brake rotors, so that's a pretty good bonus, and they're all round too. The interior came up pretty good. I got the switches for these two spots, got all the stickers off, got it all cleaned up. Looks pretty good. Then back here, just nice and clean now. Steelies on the rear, so these came on the car, so I figured I'd just reuse them, so they'll go with the car. But apart from that, chopped the front springs, gave it camber, chopped the rear springs, cleaned up the interior, got the switches, and then show the boot. Oh yeah, got the exhaust back on. Turns out we were able to get it back square, so it went on fine. Here's the boot, nice and clean. And then engine bay. There we go. Engine bay, didn't do much, cleaned it. And then this was gold, that was gold, and that was gold. So they're black now. But yeah, this one's done. Another little easy job on it. Just make it look a little bit cooler. I mean, that's the only plan. Luckily this one didn't need like a boot or a rear bar or like any panels, which is really helpful. It does have a little issue with the gearbox where I drove an hour and a half home, no dramas, and then I thought, let me go for a lap around the block the following day. And then I'm driving for about a minute, and then the gearbox drops down a gear, goes up a gear, drops back down again, and then it lost everything except for when you manually put it in first. And I thought, like, what's going on? And then came home, parked it up, next day, tried again, same dramas. Only after like 40 seconds. I came home, I let it sit there idling for a while, and then I was able to drive it around while manually changing the gears 1, 2, 3. Tried looking into it, getting mixed results. I don't think it is the gearbox, because the gearbox bumps into reverse like flawlessly. And when it is letting me manually shift, the shifts are firm. Like, they're not sloppy or anything. So I feel like it's more a control thing. But I'm not going to look into it because it runs and drives. You can manually shift it, which is what they'll be doing if they're drifting anyway. So I'm just going to leave it as that. But this will now be getting sold. These have more of just been like for fun, just because who doesn't like chopping springs and giving cars camber just to make it look a little bit cooler for free. But yeah, I'd say the standout part of this car is the interior. It came out really nice. But yeah, so that's that one done. And I've got a pretty cool car lined up for the next one. It's not going to be another AU. but it's something equally as good. I'll put a little video in at the end here, little teaser. But yeah, that's it for this video. Out here with the AU, just getting a few photos before it goes, but I just wanted to say one last thing before the video ends, but I've been so appreciative of all the support I've got lately. The likes, the comments, the subscribes, it all means so much to me. But if you've enjoyed this video and you aren't subscribed yet, it'd be awesome if you could. It helps me a lot. Since I'm a small channel, every bit matters. And I'm trying to make these videos like pretty regular. I've got some cool ones coming up that I've got ideas for, so I'm keen to start posting more. But yeah, just want to say, if you enjoy the videos, subscribe, like, comment something, let me know if you want to see something else, or ask questions. I'll always answer them. But yeah, sweet. Thank you guys.